Taylor, we were there watching him lose to the Chargers, and since then, he's lost to the Bills. Before then, he lost to the Niners, and now you got the Packers. It's not a must-win game because he still got the Jets and the Patriots after. Those are must-win games, but I do believe this pressure is mounting. Dave said something off camera. If Tua loses, I will have to turn into the biggest defendant of them all with the world attacking. Joy, how much pressure is on Tua to put the fire out, which is now truly burning ablaze?
It is burning ablaze. It's a lot of pressure. There's a lot of pressure on the Dolphins. And obviously, Tua is the face of the organization, and he's going to have to carry it. That's what happens when you're the guy. That's how it goes. You get the praise, you get the criticism, whether it's your fault or not. We've been talking about Dak all week long.
Tua owes Dak a bottle of wine, by the way. Like, Dak is keeping Tua from being the face of this week. So.
That is true. That is true. But really, a lot of people did not expect the Dolphins to win this Bills game, and maybe I shouldn't have either. But the problem is you lost the two before that. So now you are on a 3-game losing streak in December, heading into the most important part of the season, heading into must-win games, as you mentioned, which are in division. So it's a lot of pressure. These are the moments. These are the moments to separate whether you are capable of overcoming or not. This is a must-win game for the Dolphins. You're going to go into a 4-game losing streak. It's like,
Right.
What does this sound? I'm heading to Miami tonight. Okay.
He's bad too.
I'm gonna be in Miami for Christmas. Yeah. And I want to win. That's all I'm asking for, Santa. I need a win. It's really, really important that the Dolphins get this game.
How much pressure, 2-5?
Wait, real quick. When you said them losses, you enjoyed it. He lost this week. He lost this week. He lost this week. I'm like, are you enjoying it?
I didn't enjoy them L's.
I'm gonna say, who do I trust more?
How much pressure? How much pressure on Tua?
A lot of pressure. A lot of pressure. First of all, let's go back real quick. So before this year, everybody, Tua's this, Tua's that. Then he started playing this year, right? And we thought, oh my God, Tua's the real deal. You got some new weapons, new coach. He was balling. Now, the NFL, you go up and down, right? Depending if you're the Eagles, you don't have that issue. You know what I'm saying? You just win. Little slip up, win. Anyway, but the Dolphins, they got to get back on track. Them 3 losses, it went from Dolphins being talked about every week to, oh, man, they talked about, are they going to get in the playoffs? So I think the level of stress, the level of hype for this game is big for the Dolphins. They got to get a W.
I really don't think there's another player facing more real pressure. I mean, Dak's the quarterback of the Cowboys, but okay, let's say the Cowboys beat the Eagles. What changes? Nothing. They're the 5 seed. They're already in the playoffs. What happens if they lose to the Eagles? Nothing. They're the 5 seed. They're in the playoffs. There's pressure from a narrative standpoint.
Yeah, you're right about that.
Real pressure. Like the Dolphins have lost 3 in a row. They're the 7th seed right now. Yeah. If they mess around and keep doing this, they're not going to make the playoffs. Right. And that is a brutal place to be from 8-3. So yeah, there is a ton of pressure on Tua. And if they were to start 8-3, and for the record, I don't think this is going to happen. I think the Dolphins could win out. But if they don't, this is we know the Packers aren't that good this year.
They're not that good.
People are hyping up their defense after they beat up on the Rams. The Rams playing who on offense? Like, who's left on that unit?
Us.
This is a
me and you. You're a quarterback. I'm a running back.
Shady could get yards for the Rams right now. Absolutely. I know. he had that one moment. But the Dolphins, look, they're back in Miami. What's the weather on Christmas Day in Miami?
It's actually going to be a little chilly for Miami.
65?
I'm bringing a sweater.
Okay. The weather's going to be nice. They got Waddle and Tyreek. They got Tua. There really aren't very many excuses to lose this game.
They got to.
I think of it like this, though. What was the thing that Tua did best? It was win. The thing that Tua could say he did better than all of those other young quarterbacks, Joe Burrow included, if you just look at record, not necessarily go to playoffs and Super Bowl, Tua could say he's a better winner. That's what Tua had over the guys like Herbert. Herbert got him in yards. Herbert got him in touchdowns. Herbert got him in growth statistics. But Tua had him in wins. Could hang his hat on that. Tua's starting to lose that ability to hang his hat on that. Conversely, what did what did Justin Herbert not do? He didn't win. All the yards and all the stats. But now what's Justin Herbert doing?
Winning.
The thing that Justin Herbert didn't do, he doing. The thing that Tua does, he ain't doing. So not only is there pressure from a playoff standpoint, but that math, like Shady said, is mathing. Because, Joy, when you think about it, those upper echelon quarterbacks don't lose 4 games in a row. They just don't. Joe Burrow, he just doesn't. Josh Allen, he just doesn't. Patrick Mahomes, he just doesn't. Jalen Hurts, he just doesn't. Healthy Lamar Jackson, he just doesn't. Say Dak Prescott, if you will. You'll correct me if I'm wrong, but Like Dak
Maybe
Prescott.
one 3-game losing streak
in
his career.
2017, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe. Like Dak Prescott, he just doesn't. Like those quarterbacks that are bona fide top 10, top 12 players, like we're not going to argue about it, they don't lose 4 in a row.
Right.
It don't matter who they playing, where they playing, when they playing. They don't lose 4 in a row. Joy, will you be full-fledged worried? Will you have second thoughts on Tua, second thoughts on McDaniel, second thoughts on the season if they do lose?
I still think Tua is a franchise guy. Yeah. I still think he's going to be there next year. I still think he's shown enough on the high end to be here. I will have questions about McDaniel. Now, it is McDaniel's first year, so maybe we got a little carried away with the praise and, the viral moments and all that. Like, you do still need to be able to adjust and game plan for different situations. But everything you're saying is why the Bills game mattered so much to me, because you played terrible against the Niners, and you needed to win that game against the Chargers, and Tua did not play well. They did not look good. So you had to win the game against the Bills. And you can't have a 4-game losing streak. You're right. Even the 3-game streak that Josh Allen had earlier in the season, where we were like, is he good?
And he only lost 2 in a row.
They only lost 2.
Yeah, right.
Even though he was right. Even though he wasn't playing well, they only lost 2. You're right. This is the separation.
Yeah.
Between great quarterbacks and great coaching and great organizations and organizations that maybe arrived a little too early. So shut everyone up, go out and beat a Packers team that we know is not that good.
At home.
At home.
Yeah.
This is a game you must win, and you don't want to put yourself in a worse situation going up against 2 division rivals in the next 2 weeks.
Absolutely. Well, speaking of this game,
subscribe here to get the latest from Speak, and go watch a few segments from our other shows on FS1.